Hello everyone and welcome back to Fleet Plays World Waves 3. Yes, we're back as the Confederate States of America. Yeah, I know it. It's been a week. I hope you've had a good April Fool's Day and have had a good few chuckles. I know I've been having a good chuckle at a few different things I've seen. It's been a heck of a day actually, all things considered. And it's nice to see that some of you are showing hello Timu. Nice to see you. No, you no, you don't, because well, first of all, yeah, you could have the Dridocian Fillet Railway, because that's not a railway I know exists. Right. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Okay, regular checking of chat. Okay, so everything is up, and let me just do that, and we're in. Okay, so war with the UK is still ongoing. Everything seems to be reasonably alright. We have a decent number of light cruisers. Our carriers are still on the go. Ooh, before I forget, I need to group the two Sharpsburgs into 3rd Carrier Division. And then we need a new commander. Ideally someone decent. Put Jennings in charge. That'll do. Poor old Spray's an armoured cruiser conversion. She's a bit long in the tooth now, but she's doing alright. Especially as a convoy escort asset. Texas, Missouri are doing fine. Buchanan's 8 months away from commissioning. I mean, the British have no counter to my 20-inch battleships. They just don't. They have nothing to counter Missouri. The most powerful battleship, Royal Oak, doesn't even come close to matching Missouri for firepower. We've got more destroyers coming in. War emergency builds are on the go. Got 3 tranches of war emergency builds going. We're building plenty of subs. Got submarines coming into the fleet. Long-range subs menacing British trade in Europe. All told, everything's going reasonably well. So we managed to invade. Yeah, so we managed to invade Kingston in Jamaica. Now we need to invade the ABC Islands, as that is the last major fleet anchorage the British have. If that can be taken, we stand a good chance of victory. And before we enter battle, let's see what people say. Yeah, the banner's off. Yeah, no, I learned my lessons. Oh, carrier battle. Very nice. What have we got? What have we got? Okay, 2 battle cruisers, 2 light cruisers, 3 destroyers, a scouting force. And it's both of the large carriers plus 1 light carrier. It is entirely a carrier and fast ship action. And we better hope that our carriers come off the better. Although first we need to actually make sure they do have their air wings set up properly. So we want a heavy cap, 2-phase search. And I'm gonna widen that search bracket just a little bit. And I'm gonna order the 2 battle cruisers to 25 knots. Okay, aircraft are out. Oh, hello. 2 heavy cruisers. Hang on, that's carriers spotted. South-southwest. Gotcha. Okay, we have positive sighting reports. Let's get a strike warmed up. So if they're coming south, then we want to ideally hit them there. That's probably where they'll be. Yep, let's get that strike in the air, please. First carrier div has less aircraft. All its fighters are on home defense. But I'm going to tell them to go slightly further north, just in case the enemy carriers turn around. They probably won't, but in case they do... Now, what reports have we got? Yeah, so they're definitely... Enemy carriers are definitely coming south. I don't know whether their aircraft have found us. They may have. Hard to say, though. What have we got near... Yeah, that'll be the enemy's... that'll be enemy merchant traffic. But it will help to actually sweep through and raid that, so we'll send our battlecruisers off to do that. Okay, our air assets have gone out. Okay, our Rapinox dive bombers found and bombed something. That's good. Yep, okay, so our aircraft definitely found something. Let's get another strike going. Warm up everything we've got, basically. Get a proper full-on alpha strike going. Get them all in the air. And send a small raiding party over there to bomb things. Okay, yep. Bombing is gone underway. No bomb hits, sadly, but our aircraft are going in. Something was hit by a torpedo, I don't know what. But something has definitely been hit. Something else has been hit by a torpedo. Something else has been hit by a torpedo. Yeah, this is definitely... Escorting that strike in with aircraft definitely did work. Although actually I'm tempted to crank my battlecruisers up to yeah. Looks like our strikes passed each other in midair. And they've got a strike coming in. Yeah. Poor old Rapinox having to dodge and weave. One of the Confederate light fleets. She's not got the firepower of the Sharpsburgs. I mean, they bristle with AA firepower. You're talking 16 5-inch guns. And 90 aircraft. Oh. Oh, boy. Yeah, here comes the... nope, I'm going to send you gentlemen there because we know where the enemy carriers are now. Oh, Sharpsburg is dodging and weaving. She's got her AA guns banging away. Yeah, the battle is off, Timu. I remember where I am. Something else has been hit by a torpedo. Well, that's good. Final reports indicate enemy carriers still coming south at speed. And that'll be their aircraft coming in. Oh, go on, Chancellorsville, dodge and weave. Oh! Ah, we lost the destroyer. That's annoying. How is Sharpsburg doing for operational capability? Wait, did she just eat that torpedo and she's fine? Oh no, sorry, it was Chancellorsville that took the torp hit. Oh, she's also fine. Oh, okay. That's fine, I guess. Just casually shrugs off the torpedo hit like it wasn't even there. Chancellorsville again, dodging torpedoes. Our cap again, hitting them hard. Go on, Chancellorsville, dodge and weave. Oh, absolutely, just dodges 4 torpedoes like an absolute champ. Well, our aircraft are bombing them. I don't know if we got any bomb hits. Hard to say. Well, we can warm up another attack wave, which is good, because we need to. Okay. So. Let's see, where's the latest intel? Enemy carriers still there. Your targets are the enemy carriers. Let's get that strike up. Oh, whoops, sorry. Let's get that strike up, get it on its way. And also get me the other aircraft up. There we go. Brilliant. Let's do it. Apparently there are enemy armoured cruisers there. Probably want to send our battle cruisers to deal with that. Yeah, click on map to adjust. What's the last intel we had on enemy carrier dispositions? Oh, literally right there. Yeah, so they're literally right there. Okay, enemy ships sighted. I really do hope those are enemy cruisers, because if they are, Bonnie Blue and Chickamauga are going to have an absolute field day working them, but they are. Yeah. They're enemy armoured cruisers, they've run into a pair of Confederate battle cruisers, this only ends one way. Enemy destroyers really aren't in a position to stop me. Secondary battery will work them over nice and quick. Let's try and chase down those enemy armoured cruisers if we can. Oh, they're coming back. That's lovely. Hi, how are you? Have some 18-inch and 14-inch shells. Hope you're having a good time. If you're not, well, tough luck. Goodbye. You brought heavy cruisers to a gunfight. You're gonna regret that decision. No, we can't pick up, Oh, I think one of the enemy armoured cruisers just suffered an engine casualty. Or it might have been an 18-inch shell to the face. Either way, we're preventing them from closing to within sighting range of our carriers. Which we absolutely do not want them to do. That's it. Run away, please. That's it. Take some 18-inch shell fire. You know you want to. There you go. That's it. Accept your fate. What can I say, gents? They just can't deal with it. No one's chatting away today. That's a shame. Just Timu in the chat. Is that a shame? Ah, they hit Bonnie Blue with a torpedo. That's a shame. Yeah, drop speed to 20 knots and break away east. Yeah, that's exactly why I'm breaking away to the east. Yep, because she's just taken 2 torpedo hits, and we really don't need any further damage to her combat capability. Any reports on enemy carriers? Nothing new thus far. Seems to me like the enemy's carrier aircraft seem to have, well, gone away, basically. We've had no reports of enemy carriers, nor have we been menaced by enemy carrier aircraft. I can only assume that, well, either the enemy carriers have been sunk, or the enemy carriers have entered port somewhere. Now, poor old Bonnie Blue's suffering a bit. Drop speed down to cruising speed, then knock 2 knots off. That'll give the damage control crews plenty of leeway to deal with that torpedo hit. Plenty of leeway. I mean, so much leeway. Going eastwards through the night. Yeah, down to cruising speed for that formation as well. We're just heading eastwards to Santo Domingo, basically. I mean, the battle was fairly inconclusive. Like, our carriers traded blows with theirs. I know we scored some torpedo hits on something. I don't know what that something was. But, well, there you go. I know we nailed something, but I just don't know exactly what that something was. Bonnie Blue, by the way, is making a name for herself in the Confederate fleet. She's really starting to rack up a kill count. She really, really is. She's becoming the Confederacy's war spies at this point. Hello, Timu. Your thoughts that we are getting rid of the Ottawa Treaty? A, don't really have any. B, not really the place for it, Timu. Don't really have any thoughts. Not actually sure what the Ottawa Treaty is. Wow, I'm streaming my stream. Nice. Good times. Keep cruising back to Santo Domingo. I think we achieved our objective. It wasn't a mission to actually supply, even what our patrol aircraft could see, well, there are some carriers. They're way off to the west. No wonder we couldn't find them. Everybody to Santo Domingo! I mean, I've done my job. By continually contesting the seas, I basically keep winning. My goal is to kick the British out of the Caribbean with this war. That's the whole point. Yeah, so the British have 2 carriers medium damaged, 1 light damaged. That's a win. That does what I need to do. I don't need any victories stronger than that. No. True victory lies at sea. Yes, we're in the middle of a war, so maneuverability and firepower for our newest fighter aircraft. Fighting at in Jamaica. Ah, our submarines have torpedoed something. Very nice. We lost only one friendly merchant, and they've lost 7 this month. I would go to unrestricted, but I don't really have enough submarines to make that work. Okay, so do we have decent radar yet? Surface search and air search. Nothing else though yet. Our ships can handle that without a refit. That's fine. The 2 Red Rivers are nearly done. That'll bulk up. That'll bulk up first battlecruiser division. The final Sumter that isn't scuttled is basically tooling her days away in Falkland Islands, which for some reason I own. I don't understand how I do, but I do. Another carrier battle. I don't really have the carrier. I have one of the Sharpsburgs. The enemy don't have any. No, I'm not going to take that fight. Okay. One of our cruisers has intercepted one of theirs. Auto-resolve. Hey! Good job. Free win. Excellent. Deck-launched interceptors. Increases cap effectiveness. Beautiful. Okay, a new patrol aircraft. Exactly what we need during a war. Ah, sinking our... We'll go to unrestricted submarine warfare. Battleship engagement. Excellent. The chance to really give the British a bloody nose. Exactly what I need. I had hoped for it to be a pure battleship engagement, but it seems like I'm not going to get that, unfortunately. It's annoying, but that's the case I have to deal with. What's the chat saying? Oh. Honestly, I'm not too keen on banning landmines. Well, infantry landmines, I'm not too keen on that. It's really not something we want to return to. Oh, we're right in the middle of British controlled territory. That's really not what I want to see. And the battleships we have are Missouri, which is good. And... Missouri? That's a bit weird, but okay. I'm also not too happy with where we are. We're right in the middle of a few British airfields. I'd like for pretty much all of our ships to steam west. If we can. What the heck? Yeah, well, we are right in the middle of a few British airfields. I really do not like being here. This is about the worst place for a carrier engagement you can have. And so politely, I don't want to be here. Because I am right in the middle of enemy air bases. Because it's not just enemy carriers we have to deal with, it's enemy air bases. And I really do not want to be here. Ah, poor old Missouri. And Braxton Bragg behind her. She'll be okay. As long as she keeps up 25 knots, she'll be fine. Oh, come on. Dodge and weave, boys. Dodge and weave. Yeah, you basically just do not want to be here. Bulk cap up to maximum. There we go. Go west. Oh my god. Yeah. I know. I don't know where that force is going. Yeah, no. We are withdrawing. Your orders are to withdraw. I know full well when a fight is in my favour and when it isn't. And this just frankly isn't. Like, they have all of the advantages. Oh, are you being serious? So you didn't want to go with the rest of the fleet. So you decided to go south. And I've lost a carrier because of it. Captain McCollum will be summarily executed if he survives the sinking of his ship. You guys were ordered to go back to port. You chose not to because I guess you think you know better? And so because of that, I've lost a carrier when I just should not have. Which is, you know, just fantastic. That's incredibly frustrating, but it happens. Of course. And yeah, now Richmond's taken 2 torpedo hits. Brilliant, because, you know, you guys should have been in port by now. If, you know, you'd have followed your orders. But no, I'm probably going to lose 2 light carriers for no reason other than the AI officers decided that they were going to stay out and fight when I was returning to port. I love this game sometimes. It makes me want to throw my head at a wall. Might be a short stream tonight, folks. Might be a short... Great. And now another light carrier has taken hits. Beautiful. Fantastic. Brilliant. Love to see it. I genuinely cannot. I have lost a carrier and had one heavily damaged because the game decided that's what was going to happen. By having my carriers deliberately not follow orders to return to port. Okay, never mind. I've lost 2 carriers. That's really annoying. That's really annoying. That's just great. I've lost two light carriers. That's really annoying. That's actually made me angry. Because there was no reason for me to lose those ships. They could have entered port and it would have been fine. But nope, apparently not. Apparently, game decided fleet's doing too well, he needs to lose 2 carriers for no reason. Yeah, the British were just handed a victory. Because, I know, the greatest army, because, yeah, of course they were. The Navy can fight on if needed, honestly, just... After that battle, honestly, I cannot be honestly bothered to... keep the fight going. I just really am not fussed. At least we're out of that war now, because that last battle was just incredibly annoying. Really was. We're down to one light carrier now. And a bunch of older destroyers. That was seriously annoying. Handle it discreetly and quietly. Well, we're going to get close to 16 more destroyers. Yep, we will absolutely sell arms to a South American nation. I absolutely think that is a good idea. Well, there's Franklin Buchanan coming into service. Now the Red Rivers can resume construction. Yeah. We'll criticize France for their foreign policy. Ah, good, our new fighter prototypes are here. Oh, beautiful. That's a fantastic fighter. Yeah, well, no, I don't need that. We need all the money to buy all the warships, thank you. If I don't get the Red Rivers, I don't get my peacetime battle cruisers. Which was the whole point of them. There we go. Yes, I will absolutely have the snorkel. Beautiful. And with that, we will resume construction because we have more. Nothing new in the chat. Timu's just talking about the landmines still, which is nothing new. It's the same message from before, but that's fine. There we go. Let's demand the guilty are brought to justice in the Balkans. Even though we're the Confederacy and we have literally no stake in the Balkans. Sure, why not? Why not? Really? No, you don't get Palestine, Italy. I don't care. No, that's a worse float plane scout than what we currently operate. Really? Well, at least rebuild Red River into her sisters, because that's fine. Then when they're rebuilt again, they'll regain their 34 knot top speed. That's fine. By all means. If they want to buy new things from us, they absolutely can. I want 10 new subs and 4 new long-range subs. When the next war starts, I want to be absolutely ready. So the first things first, our old coastal submarines are going for scrap. Along with all of our 1920s and 30s era coastal boats. And they will be replaced on the stocks by 10 new long-range subs. When the next war comes against a European power, I'm going to blockade them into submission. Ooh, new long-range bomber. Yep, I'll have that. So the Red Rivers are in service. These two ships can be assigned to first Battle Cruiser Division. Yes, I will spend money on a new size of dockyard. Mobile Bay. We will send a strong force to China to safeguard our interests there. And decolonization is beginning. Well, I'll let charities do some work for the poor, but I'm not doing anything else besides that. 13 more destroyers, I'm sure. I'm sure we can come up with that. We'll take the T-26, which was the pre-war destroyer, as the starting point, because we're looking at a next generation asset. Advanced fire control. At least an AA director. Ability to carry our latest radar. Basic suite of light AA guns. There we go. I'm happy with that. The John Jones class. That'll be our new destroyer. Back in a tick, folks. Someone is bothering the dog. Hello, folks. It's me. I'm back. Well, no, nothing new in the in Twitch chat. Obviously, we'll back our South American allies, which is fairly obvious thing to do. Any new light cruisers I want to build? Possibly. How big can we make our carriers? And more medium AA guns. How big can we make our carriers now? Oh. Okay, we can literally just go for broke with a massive carrier. That suits me down to the ground. 4 inches of flight deck armor. Same air group size. That literally suits me right down to the ground. Beautiful Hampton Roads class carrier. And while we're waiting for our new destroyers to work up the designs, so we've got our new submarines being built. Yep, absolutely we'll sell to a South American nation that wants to buy. And I absolutely am going to buy a new torpedo bomber, prioritizing range and toughness in the design. So yep, I'm absolutely going to build 4 of these new large 3,000-ton destroyers. As the new ships I want to go forwards with for full-size destroyers. Who's got alliances? So the French have an alliance. Yeah, it's literally going to be the British, because the British don't have an alliance with anybody. There we go. And while I'm waiting for that, I'm also going to look at the T-43s that we built. I'm going to say, well, you're not being built as a war emergency build anymore, but in addition to the larger destroyers, can I get another set of sort of smaller destroyers that are slightly better suited for ASW work? Say, can I get another 10 of them? No, we'll wait for the Patrick Henrys to come off the slips. Or the submarine... Yeah, the submarine program finishing is probably going to free up construction for the new large carriers. No, take this to the International Court in The Hague. I'm not quite ready for the outbreak of the new war yet. We will resolve the crisis by diplomatic means in Africa for now. Can we get jet aircraft on our carriers yet? Don't know. Handle it discreetly and quietly. Actually, hang on. Oh, cool. Our medium bombers can take punishment. Actually, let me just... Hampton Roads. Can I make you a jet-capable carrier? As a design. It'll increase the displacement, but sure. And drop the upper belt away. Drop the turrets down to just being splinter protection. 4-inch guns instead of 5-inch mounts. Actually, I keep the 5-inch mounts. But drop them down to singles instead of twins. No, it's not gonna... That is not gonna buy me as much displacement as I think. We can drop the flight deck armor and the side armor down a bit. Actually, if we go for 2 and 1, but drop air group capacity down by 12 aircraft. Nice, that works. Oh, hang on, I need more topside weight to free up. That's fine, that should be relatively easily done. Beautiful. Fantastic. Oh, hello! That sound can mean only one thing. Timu casually going nuts! Fleet's not ready. Fleet's not ready, shock, he says. My god, Timu has gifted 5 subs and has started a hype train. Oh boy, we're off. We've completed our new docks, we've commissioned 14 subs, beautiful, and we have auto-loading guns now, which is fantastic. And we've got a new level of our fighter, which has more firepower than that which came before. And our new design of our carrier is ready to go. Jet capable, but not angled deck just yet. Yep, we will absolutely sell to countries in South America who want to buy. I see no reason why not. Our new torpedo bomber. That one, it's more maneuverable, it's as tough as all the rest. Beautiful. Yes! Give me a light jet fighter that's reliable and maneuverable. And I have the budget to fit another Hampton Roads class carrier into the build queue. They are basically jet-capable repeats of that which came before. Okay, so the British have slashed their naval budget. They're technically still ahead of me in terms of naval budget, but, well, not by much. We've got the new destroyer construction program underway, and the world economy has recovered after the crisis. We've got our new long-range subs. I'll keep the coastal boats around, that's fine, and the other long-range boats around. But I do still want to expand our submarine fleets. The older cruisers are actually quite useful for certain things. What I do want to do is I want to take the Sea Lumpkin class destroyers. I want to refit them with diesels. Drop their speed down to about 26 knots. Give them dual-purposed increased elevation for their guns, along with directors. And some basic self-defense capability. I want to remove their torpedo tubes. I want to fit them with rockets, towage, and depth charge throwers, along with minesweeping gear. And 12 mines. These ships are basically going to be the Confederacy's next level of corvettes. Basically down to the fact that continuing to turn old destroyers into corvettes rapidly increases the scale of our anti-submarine operations. Which is no bad thing. We're going to have the largest submarine fleet in the world. I don't want that to ever be something that could threaten me. And I mean, to be perfectly frank, it likely won't be. Confederate submarines are, well, we're well ahead of everyone else in terms of submarines. We have 57 boats in service. It's... and a lot of them are very modern boats as well. Captain Hepburn. Two unassigned captains shooting each other. Typical. A new torpedo bomber they developed. Oh. It's literally better than the one being developed for us. Okay. Sure. I'll accept that. Yeah. Give her her air wing. It brings first carrier div up to 2 carriers again. I mean, again, she's basically a quasi-repeat of the Hrafenok, built for war service. No, I'm not selling the principles behind the Electro boat. That is something I am keeping very, very close to my chest. Now, however, I need to consider what follows a ship like the Franklin Buchanan. So for me, personally, the choice would be fairly obvious. Speed-focused engines, no extended belt, no conning tower, nine of the Confederacy's incredibly excellent 20-inch guns, five-inch dual-purpose secondaries, um... honestly... penetration value. Well, the thing is, the 20-inch guns just have more range. I think, frankly, Buchanan benefits from the all-forward main armament idea. And to be perfectly honest, I could probably fit... I can probably fit another quad in there. Just about. Drop the belt armor down to 12, tops down to... It's 12 guns. Can we get away with 9 guns? Which gives us one more than the 8 we had before. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So the Kentucky, which has 9 20-inch guns rather than 8 in 3 triples. Although what she doesn't have is medium AA guns, which she ideally needs. Which is fine. It's okay. It's fine. We can make it work. Oh, and yes, she needs a more advanced director. But that's fine. And she has less torpedo defense, but I can't afford to add that right now. And that will be the next capital ship of the Confederacy. But I do also want bigger dockyards, because, well, quite frankly, I need them. I mean, Timu just casually choo-chooed. The Lee class, I mean, we had a Robert E. Lee, I think, at one point. Yeah, she was one of our earliest battleships. I don't think we've had a Robert E. Lee since. We may have one again soon. Yep, of course, the Russian Navy can absolutely have some of our new technology. Oh, Congress. Don't do that. So that has better range, good firepower, decent maneuverability. I'll take the one with the lowest range, because it has good firepower, maneuverability, and toughness. And I hope it'll be fairly reliable. With a little bit more money going spare, let me actually work up a plan to get 7 new long-range submarines into the fleet. Oh, the Congress really do be doing this to me. I mean, okay, you want 10 more cruisers, you can absolutely have 10 more cruisers. That is absolutely fine with me. Range and bomb load for my new dive bomber. Yes, of course. He can absolutely look at that. Right. So, Confederate design boards. What are you going to give me for my new light cruiser? It's a little bit too much. Like, see, that's better. That's better. Like, that many guns, I'm absolutely fine with. Inclined belt, 32 knots, speed, not unit machinery, a decent number of 4-inch guns, which I'm absolutely fine with. Probably drop the number down to 12 guns, which I'm probably happier with. Yeah, there we go, it's fine. There's more room for better AA directors and some more medium AA guns. And of course, then we can start dropping the tonnage of the ship down a little bit. Just try. And basically, you drop the tonnage of the ship down to try and keep cost within acceptable limits, which they are. It is without doubt Great Britain. Great Britain is probably going to be our enemy in the next war. No, we're not building Longstreet right now. We need 10 light cruisers building. We will send a strong force to safeguard our interests in China. This we will absolutely do. 3 ships. So we've got the corvettes now. This is good. And we need 10 new light cruisers. I'm going to actually halt construction on our 2 newest carriers and all of the cruisers to save up some money. So that we can... And then we'll phase those cruisers in gradually. Send a gunboat to whatever African country our nationals are stranded in, I should say. Oh, that reminds me. All of our corvettes need to be in mothballs, awaiting the next big war. I forgot about that. Whoops. Okay, so next month we need to be doing our cruiser program, which we can absolutely do. There we go. Resume construction on the Louisville-class cruisers. And the whole point of those is to replace ships currently extant. Italian Duce. No, Italy, I don't care. No, Spain, I don't care. You two can have your access of steel. I genuinely couldn't care less. So we'll halt construction on most of the ships to free up budget for our carriers. No thank you, Japan. I'm okay. New dive bomber. Maneuverability, toughness, slightly middling range. But beautiful. And we have our new light jet fighters. Fantastic. Love to see it. Nice, Timu. Got a hype chest. We'll build highways in the Confederate States of America. This is a good idea. Very nice. Medium bombers might carry guided bombs. And we'll continue to build dry docks. Take it to the International Court in The Hague. I don't have my 2 new large carriers, which I want. The Stonewall... Okay, so I need to promise I've got a bunch of one-off capital ships. So Missouri and Flanking Buchanan are 2 sides of the same coin. And I really need them fighting fit. But we'll do what we always do. We start from the back and work forwards. So... Stephen Mallory. She has 14-inch guns. She's not really viable for the next war. She can stay as she is. Stonewall Jacksons have 16-inch guns. They are just about viable. Refresh their machinery. Give them electro-optical directors, better fire control. Give them better AA directors. More medium AA guns. and the ability to carry better radar when it becomes available. Oh, and remove their submerged torpedo tubes. We can't give them additional deck armor, but well, that's fine. Beautiful. Yes. So the Stonewall Jacksons go first. And you may as well send in Braxton Bragg with them, because again, she's a fairly similar ship to them. One thing she didn't get that they did is they got an AA refit, whereas Braxton Bragg just did not. In the same way that her compatriots did, but that's okay. Again, remove their submerged torpedo tubes, and then she can also go in at first, which is fine. The Battlecruiser Chickamauga, she's 32,000 tons, 30 knots. The problem is those 14-inch guns. That's the problem. Who is annoying the doggo outside? Excuse me, are they back in a second stream? Someone is annoying the doggo. Oh, dear. It's birds. The pigeons are landing in the garden, and she doesn't like it. And so I shoot them away. So, the one hand, the Battlecruiser Chickamauga has had a long career. She's been in service since 1931. She's had a good long run in that period. Let me have a look. Just check something. How much would that cost? Could be done, though. She's already capable of 30 knots. She's cheaper than any of her contemporaries. It'd give me another carrier fairly quickly, which could be very, very useful. Especially in an era when jet aircraft are filtering in. There we go. And I could use all the carriers I could lay my hands on. .38 aircraft, 38 jets. Then 2 forward catapults. This could work. And the cost is actually cheaper than one of my full-size fleet carriers. But it would only take 12 months. Yeah, I reckon we absolutely go for that. Because that gives us another carrier. And also she can work with the the only survivor of the what was it called? What was it? The Oak Groves. Yeah, she can work with the surviving Oak. She can work with Oak Grove. We in second carrier div, and then the two new carriers can form fourth carrier division. Yes, you can have 7 and 8-inch autoloaders. That's fine. I will let you have that, Russia. That is fine. No communist revolutions in Russia, funnily enough, since I did my game as Russia. That's really quite funny. Are we working on anything? No. I will actually have a new fighter aircraft. So range, so maneuverability and firepower to try and offset the fact that that jet aircraft do exist. Anyone in the chat saying things? Go! Go, he said. Go, says Timu, go! Well, the British and the Spanish are knocking 7 bells out of each other. If it's the Spanish I feel sorry for. Okay, the French have completed the world's largest battleship. She is very impressive, but she doesn't have the 20-inch guns that mine do. I don't know what this ship is, but it's a choice, Germany. It's a choice you can make. The British built 2 Devonshire-class battleships. Sorry. Oh no, wait, those are the vessels I thought during the war. Are they? Oh, they scrapped all the Furious-class battle cruisers and replaced them with these. That's just basically the same ship again with slightly thicker armor. So the Spanish have the Hispania they're rebuilding. They've got their 3 battle cruisers, which are not sure how they're going to do. They've got 1 light carrier. They've got 1 carrier, 1 other light carrier build. This is not going to go well for them. The Americans have California. They've got their battle cruisers, which we easily beat. Japan has 2 battleships with 18-inch guns. The Russians have a weird collection of battleships. The Italians... Yeah, we are just the most powerful fleet on the planet. It's not even a contest. I mean, when it comes to another war with Great Britain, our Navy's just going to walk away with it. We will back our ally unconditionally in South America. Let me have a look. No, I need to know the almanac. The British still do not have any enemies at all. I assume the British Navy is tied up in Europe fighting the Spanish. Yes, they are. That is exactly what's going on here. No, I'm going to save the captain of Missouri, because this is the guy who used 20-inch guns to pound some British battleships into scrap metal. He deserves to be saved. Damn! Chalk one up for the Spanish Navy. Nobbled a light carrier. Good for them. Yes, if the French don't want Middle Congo, we will have it. Never mind, the British took it. Well, that's unfortunate. So Chickamauga will be 2 months into service soon. That'll be good. I'm half tempted to make her a mostly fighter carrier. Then again, our light jet fighters can carry 1,000 pounds of bombs. The two Hampton Roads class carriers are nearly done. Ooh, a new version of our light jet fighter. Fantastic. Even more range. Brilliant. Love to see it. Well, here we go. It is war again. Trade protection for the Stephen Mallorys. Everything else in the active fleet. Bring the 2 other battle cruisers of 2nd Battle Cruiser Division back into frontline service. Bring the Red Rivers back into frontline service. Send the Red Rivers along with the other reserve cruisers and the older cruisers and a good chunk of the reserve destroyers to the North American East Coast to act as a fleet in being. Put spray on trade protection. Put the John Woods on trade protection. And unleash our submarines for unrestricted submarine warfare. We are just absolutely going to cripple the Royal Navy. I mean, just Britain generally. The amount of submarines we've got, it's just not going to take long. Cruiser battle. Yeah, I assume the British Navy would decline that engagement. Okay, there we go. Things have finished their construction. This is absolutely fine. Order the Caribbean cruisers to trade protection. We'll wait for the Braxton, Bragg, and Stonewall Jacksons to... so wait for them to work up. Stephen Mallory is protecting trade as the 14-inch ship. She's basically falling into a revenge-style workup now, serving in that role. Build the CVs. I'm doing it, Timu. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm absolutely doing it. We are doing it. We are like... Okay, so I am going to... Because they are not going to get finished, probably, with how long this war's going to last. And we need a new set of war emergency builds. That's fine, though. We can actually do that. We can get 5-inch guns with advanced directors. Drop light AA entirely. Actually, no, keep 4-inch guns. 1 AA director, and then 4 medium guns. Go for 35 knots. With the size that destroyers have increased to now, 1,600 tons is about the maximum I'm happy to accept for a war emergency destroyer. No minesweeping gear not required. That's fine. Yep, not T-52, sorry. T-62. Yeah, we'll have it so we can install our best radars. Means we can carry the medium air guns I want. Fantastic. Brilliant. And that'll be our war emergency destroyers. And let's see how this goes. Oh! Cruiser action in the Falklands. They declined the battle. Small engagement in the Falklands. We don't have ships down there. Ah, a new fighter prototypes. So maneuverability and toughness are what matter here. So I'm going to accept this one. Longest range. Second fastest. Second most maneuverable, but toughest. Yep. We really don't want to do that. Co-belligerent, not allied. Okay, yeah, prize rules, please. I do not want to drag the French into this. Okay, Hampton Roads is commissioned into the Navy. Co-belligerent, not allied. Yep, so give me 4 of the new T-62 class destroyers. Nearly done with Hampton Roads. And the 3 new Louisville class cruisers. Which is fine. Can we can we nobble Bermuda? If we can nobble Bermuda, that's a decent target to actually have a crack at. The British do have some forces in yes. Add aircraft, light jet. Yep, honestly, I'm fine with that. That is absolutely fine. There's a compliment. Chickamauga's working up, but she needs to be assigned to second carrier div. Hampton Roads has entered the fleet, and she will be assigned to a new division, which will be 4th Carrier Division. Excuse me. And give her a new commander. Give her Rear Admiral Walker as the commander of 4th Carrier Division. There we go. And seeing as it's a secondary division, we will send 1st Carrier Div with its 2 light carriers to the more North American East Coast to help with the invasion of Bermuda. Yes, please, Hampton Roads. Auto-add aircraft, light jet fighters, and other aircraft attached to it. Beautiful, fantastic. Convoy attack near Bermuda. British Navy declines the battle. Small engagement near the Falklands. Oh, that's a point. Okay, so there's clearly something going on down in the Falklands. Yeah, we'll have a new naval patrol aircraft. Range and reliability is what we need here. Hey! We've invaded Bermuda. Fantastic. Gorgeous. That's exactly what we wanted. We can't afford to keep that going like that, but if I drop one of my cruisers off the active build queue for a month, that'll give us the funding to scrape Hampton Roads into combat. Battle in support of land combat. So this will be, oh, it's just the Shenandoahs plus some destroyers. No, if it's enemy battle cruisers, I'm not dealing with that. I need my own battle cruisers to be in there for that to be viable. Ah, it's all 3 of the Red Rivers. Okay, I can actually deal with this. I can absolutely deal with this. Like, the Red Rivers are 33 knot capital ships. They are built for this sort of work. Yep. Get the search planes up. Find me things. Unknown radar contact. Okay, crank up to 33 knots. Let's go get it. Remember, our targets here are the merchant convoy, the merchantmen. Those are our targets. The merchantmen are what we're here for. Oh, it's a lone Devonshire. Well, she's outnumbered 3 to 1. Yeah, the Red Rivers are not that heavily armoured, but there's 3 of them and 1 of her. Whoa! Mechanicsville, what are you doing? Oh, never mind, we nailed Devonshire with a torpedo. Well, that's even better. Oh, fix the rudder, fix the rudder, fix the rudder, fix the rudder, fix the rudder. Oh, keep turning. Oh, no, Mobile Bay took a hit. Never mind, she's fine. Please die now. Yes, rescue all the merchantmen. We are not savages. Oh, I think we just sank a Devonshire with the Red River class. Like, despite her size and power, she's just not... Like, she was outnumbered 3 to 1. And the Red Rivers do have the incredibly excellent... the latest and most excellent version of the Confederacy's 13-inch guns that equipped their predecessors on the Sumter class. Oh! We just flash-fired her with 13-inch guns! Oh my god, that's funny! That is ridiculously funny! The fact that we pulled that off is insane enough as it is. But yeah, The reason I want Bermuda is it enables me to project power through aircraft into the mid-Atlantic. Which is exceptionally useful. There we go. Well, that was really, really easy, actually. Yeah, that went exceptionally well. Like, that went seriously, seriously well. Just flash-fired an exceptionally powerful and large British battlecruiser. And we did so with the pocket battlecruisers, the cheap peacetime battlecruisers of the Confederate Navy. Hey, they were built to be good, and they have become very, very good. It was nice to have a conventional gunfight for the second. Nope. We've done what we came here to do. Now it's time to break north towards... I mean, yes, please do close down the 3 very angry Confederate battlecruisers. I'm sure that will go well for you. You know, considering they just sank one of the Royal Navy's only 2 operational battlecruisers. And this isn't even the Confederate A-Team. This ain't even the A-Team. This is the B-Team. The A-Team is holding down the fort in the Confederate home waters of the Caribbean. Whoa! Missiles! Whoa! Okay, they actually did... Whoa, whoa. Okay, Mechanicsville is quite literally doing the shuffle here. But she managed to avoid taking any real damage in terms of torpedo hits. She's okay, though! Okay, go that way. I'm trying to get out of the danger zone. Please. Why on earth would these destroyers continue to shadow these battle cruisers? Your airstrikes on me have failed. Just give it up! This is a Confederate victory. Even an old cruiser hit by a missile just went, nah, I'm good. Oh my god, I wish these destroyers would just... Right, that's it. Charge them. There. That has broken contact, I think. Yep, that's a win. That's a pretty big win for the first actual major engagement of the war. Yep, and there's 7 days. Chickamauga has finished her working up. One of our submarines sank another ship. Oh, that's why we've lost all our funding. The Red Rivers need 3 months of work. Well, we can bring up the 3 older battleships from the Caribbean to the northeast coast to bulk up battleship numbers in that region. What I will do, though, is I will send the battle... let me see. What do the British still have forces down south? No, they've all moved away. Is that... That's a fairly sizable British fleet. Yeah, we need those battle cruisers up there, and also we need the spy intelligence to keep things going. Yeah, just halt the construction of the light cruisers for now. Yes, I want you to have an air wing, please. Especially while you work up. And are assigned to 4th Battle Division. Yep, 4th Battle Division, which gives us an extra pair of very large aircraft. I think these are the largest aircraft carriers in the world. I'm fairly certain. I think twice I've set the groundwork for what is the largest aircraft carrier in the world. Did it the first time with the Sharpsburgs, and I've done it this time with the Hampton Roads class. Now, do we know where she is? We don't have any information for where she is. So the British are down to just Devonshire in terms of battle cruisers, and they're down to 4 battleships. I don't think they have any... No, they do not have any shipboard missiles yet. Neither do we. It's guns and aircraft. I am actually going to send Lady Davis class cruisers to North American East Coast, along with the rest of the Sydney Smith Lee class destroyers, because that area of operations is starting to heat up now. To Northern Europe. Come on. Start intercepting shipping off Northern Europe. Action with light forces off Jamaica. They declined the battle. Not surprising. Hey, new fighters. And yeah, there we go. That's changed the situation quite dramatically. Yeah, that has dramatically changed the situation. And on that bombshell, with an hour and a half to go, because I do like to leave these things at certain key points, with the entry of France into the war, and with the US likely to follow as well, it is time to leave it here. The Confederacy is facing up to its biggest challenge. A war against the British, the French, and the United States. We outnumber all of them combined in terms of battleships and battle cruisers. In terms of carriers, we have less, but our carriers are bigger and more powerful than theirs are. In terms of light cruisers, most of ours are fairly modern, whereas they still maintain some older legacy ships, and the British are stuck with their horrific 5-inch cruiser designs. The French have abandoned all of their older ships, but again, they do have lots of large carriers we will have to deal with. The United States, as well, have plenty of cruisers to deal with, along with large fleet carriers. But make no mistake, they will be dealt with. I hope you've all enjoyed. Take care, everyone, and I'll catch you all on, well, for tomorrow's Railroad stream. And happy April Fools! Bye-bye!